What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Miss Honey. You guys already know what I am here for. I am here to do Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 4. This was a really good episode. Like, I know the numbers are down for Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I have had my issues with them in the past, but I have to say I'm really enjoying the dynamics of this group. I really am. So we're going to talk about it, but before we do, please remember to subscribe to my channel if you are new and you want a really great family. Let's see. Find your tribe and love hard. Love them hard. Welcome home, okay? Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever I'm putting up a new video. And the thumbs up button. It's like giving me a big old wave. And remember to comment down below. We love to talk about it down below. And I'm going to give you guys a couple of 2-3 things for us to talk about down below. Now, this episode was called Pass the Shade. Oh, no. Pass the peach and throw the shade, baby. And the shade was what? The wrong. Now, let me say this. That Bailey Q would have been a completely different function if Phaedra was there. It would have just been a little bit more awkward. And I have to say that I don't know how it would have been if Kenya was there. Because Phaedra had a kind of a cold way about her, and it just wasn't as much fun when everybody was all together because Phaedra was hiding so much about who she was, who she really was. You know what I'm saying? Like, she like to bust it open, but she wasn't open like that with the group. And it would have been different with Kenya because Kenya's always kind of fighting with somebody, so it just kind of kills the mood, and we never really get to see like an event, a good chunk of an event or a get together, because it's like battle. So I just want to say that. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Put that down below. I'm just saying, I don't think we would have gotten as far in conversation if we had those two people in on the conversation. So y'all tell me what you think about it. Now, let's get all the mundane stuff out the way. Kandi and Todd are going to see Dr. Jackie from Married to Medicine because they got 2 embryos frozen and they want to do something with it. I think it sounds a little bit more like Todd want more kids than Kandi, because Kandi is already not like a hands-on mom. Like, she's not chasing any kids around. It don't seem like to me. It seemed like to me she can afford them, so why not have them? You know what I'm saying? I can afford somebody to take care of them. I got her husband to take care. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that she don't love her kids. It just seems like this is more for Todd than it is for her. She says she don't want to carry no children because she worried, because she had one fibroid. It was an issue with the first pregnant with Ace, her pregnancy with Ace, and they had to do a light surgery and she was bleeding. You know, it was like yada. Basically, Kandi don't want to carry the baby. You know what I'm saying? And she can afford not to. But Todd don't want to put one back. So they can do one or two things. They can pay for 2 separate surrogate carriers, which is upwards to $130,000 each, or they can get one woman to carry twins. Todd want to do it. He want to get it done. And Dr. Jackie gonna shade them. She was fishing. She wasn't shading. She was really doing more fishing. She was like, now you can do it this way, or you can lay with the woman, Todd, and get her pregnant that way. Todd was like, whoa. Don't nobody want to lay with nobody else. No. Where you get it wrong? He had a lot of good questions like, can I rub the belly? Would that be awkward? It probably will be at first. I wouldn't rub her belly if my wife wasn't there. Like if you rub the belly, y'all need to rub the belly as a family. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I wish them luck with that, child. Even get high. Okay, not on this in this scene, but she enjoys getting high. Now this scene, she's in a cigar shop, and it looks familiar. It looked like one that I've been to down off Ponce. But anyway, I digress. And she waiting on her fiance to get there. I think his name is Michael. Now she said she in a cigar shop and she enjoys cigar, but if she was back in California, she would have her a little cheaper, a little cheap, some green, some of the tree. You know what I'm saying? It's like barbaric the fact that she can't get high in Georgia, and I have to say I agree. Done properly, it's a lot of fun. Anyway. So her man come, they talk about the fact that she basically is supposed to be letting the planner do everything and he don't have to really do nothing. She really just telling him that she running them planners, baby. She got them run. She got a list. She giving it to him. No this, no that, no this, that, or the third or the other. Okay, none of this, or that. But he cool with it all. And she alludes to the fact that her mama is treating this wedding like it's her wedding. I was like, Then they talk about NeNe, how great she think NeNe is, how wonderful she think NeNe, how she suckles at the teat of NeNe. NeNe, right? NeNe is so funny and NeNe is great. And he is like, look, I know comedians, okay? Take a lot to make me laugh, all right? I am a connoisseur. She was like, babe, she is really, really funny. So funny that I decided to ask her to give the toast at our wedding. I was like, okay. NeNe teaches her all about marriage, and it's just, you know, and it shows them going out and being all about the marriage and talking about marriages. I was like, okay. All right. Then we get to see Porsha and Dennis. Porsha looks really, really nice. She was dressed a little bit conservative. Now, of course, her outfit wasn't loose. It was kind of skin tight. But she looked very nice. She had put the tatas away. And Dennis looked very nice. Turns out he is taking her to dinner to meet his mama. His mama is meeting them there. So they get there first and sit down. I thought it was great that when the mom texted Dennis from the parking lot, he went out and got her. I thought that was very, very gentlemanly of him. And when he brings her back in, she's got on all red hair. She's a nice looking mom, as moms go. She sits down and Porsha's got a birthday gift for her. You know, ingratiate yourself. Ingratiate. And it's the Louis Vuitton wallet, you know. And she was like, oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I was like, ooh, Porsha. It was a nice gift. He thought it was nice. He thought that Porsha did a good job, and he told Porsha right there at the table. And then Porsha was just, you know, trying to keep the banter going, and she was so good to see her and so good to meet her, and she hugged her and everything. And I've got to go to work with Dennis. Oh, no, you're the woman behind the hot dog. So evidently she worked at the hot dog factory, right? And so Porsha said, I got to go to work with Dennis because he just stays so busy. That's the only way I'm going to see him. And she was like, yeah, I was wondering who you were because normally he be at work. He be handling his business. Okay. And I'm kept in the lifestyle to which I have grown accustomed. But since he met you, you got him all out here in the streets with his nose wide open. And Porsha was like, oh, I just, well, baby, maybe you can answer that. I was like, y'all didn't go over this, none of the conversation. Like Porsha really is just like fun loving and goofy and, you know, just bubbly. She's not a serious person. The mom was just giving it to her like she wasn't no competition for the mom. Not that she should have been like going back and forth with the mom, but she just let the mom knock her all off. Like she wasn't confident either in the way they were stumbling over the questions. I would have told her what I tell my friends, you know, tell anybody. When she said, well, y'all trying to walk down the altar? And Porsha was like, what do you mean, like as in a wedding? I was like, no, as in sacrifice, Porsha. Okay. And she was like, Dennis. No, you say, well, we right now we getting to know each other. We really enjoy each other's company, but we'll see where it goes from here. Just keep it light, keep it airy. Like, did y'all come to tell her about getting married? If y'all did, you need to let your man lead in and spill it and tell it. But I wouldn't talk to her about it if you hadn't even got a ring yet. It wasn't any need for it to be that awkward, except I guess they was filming. But the mom was not playing the radio. None of the moms in this episode was playing the radio, okay? She was hitting them with the 1-2. And when things got a little thick and Porsha tried to change the subject to the wedding, to the weather, his mama say, don't try to change the subject. Let's bring it on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. I was like, oh, Porsha, you got to take your power back. It never really happened. It kind of spun out, and at the end there, Porsha was just flailing. She was like, baby, nothing can break us up. Nothing can separate us. And the mom was sitting there eating the salad like, hold that thought, Bill. Hold that thought. It was a bit of a disaster, but it wasn't a complete waste of time, because what we did learn was that Porsha and Dennis really seem to like each other. They really do. To me, it seems like they really like each other. I mean, he's the one that admitted that he loved her. He was the one that admitted that he said it on the first date, like the first night. I was like, I mean, I guess when people know, they know. Eva was talking about when she met her man, when she first saw him, it was like, boom, bam, pow. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, Porsha and Dennis really seem like they like each other. Like, I don't see it. I don't see him blowing her off. That gesture he did at the end of this episode at the Bailey Q was beautiful. It was big and it was beautiful. And I'm sorry, it would have won me over. It would have made me feel that much more attracted to him and in love with him. Sure, absolutely. What a wonderful gesture. And it was thought out. It was a thoughtful gesture. It was very well thought out. So I'm sorry, I'm okay with Dennis. Until I get proof otherwise, I'm okay with Dennis. So we get to see Cynthia talking to Mike Hill, and the two of them together are AKA chill, hashtag chill, as in C for Cynthia and Hill for his last name. It's cute. And they definitely feeling each other sexually. But love, I don't know. Like, they flirty. You could tell they getting it on, you know what I'm saying? Like, he hitting it everywhere it need to be hit. And, you know, and she is filling up every part of him that he needs to be filled up right now. She say they FaceTimes 8 or 9 times a day. That's plenty. That's plenty. Right now, Cynthia's having fun. It's in her skin. It's in her smile. It's in her personality. So I say go for it, girl. Enjoy yourself for as long as enjoying yourself is possible. If something arises, deal with it then. Right now, live in the moment. Live in the moment, honey. Live in the moment. Okay. Anyway, so that's Cynthia and Mike Hill, aka Chill. Then we see Shamari and Mama DeVoe. Evidently, they babies, Roman and Ronald, turning a year old, and the babies went through a lot. I think they was born premature, and they was in the hospital for a month in the NIC unit. She's gone through a lot emotionally, so she wants to be this super special thing. She getting cakes made for the babies, and Mom DeVoe, which is Ronald's mama, is there to help out with the cake situation. You know, just it's nobody that Shamari would rather have to come along to help her with this process, and she just loves Mom DeVoe. Now, they hadn't always gotten along. They've had some issues, and Mom DeVoe let us know she wanted to make sure that she was going to love and take care of her son. Your love for my son was real. You know, and Shamari said she understands. She also told a story about how she remembered that the mom sent a Christmas card to Ronald and didn't include her in it at all. It was at a bad time because they was about to get a divorce anyway, and her going back and forth with the mama at the same time that they was going through some stuff, it was hard on her. If we had left it there and the mom said forgiveness is key, which it didn't really seem like she wanted to 100% admit that she was wrong about Shamari not being the right person, even though Shamari was kind of priming her to do that. When Shamari brought up something that she did, she was like, forgiveness. Let's all just move forward, right? If we had stopped it there, it would have been fine. Shamari says that's why she suggested an open relationship. You know what an open relationship is? Ronald mama was like, I'm sure I don't. I'm sure I do not. And so she could have left it right there. She keep going. She keep going. Tells her what an open relationship is and tell her that, you know, it's over now and they're not doing that anymore. And the mom was like, that's got no place in anybody's. I was like, girl, you had us up here and then you snatch yourself down. Cause the mama was like, oh no. Oh hell no. She obviously has very high standards for her son. Now I don't know what she thought he was out there doing with them boys on stage. Okay. Yeah, he's just out here banging, and after that they go back to the hotel and read Bibles. No, this boy been freaking and sneaking. And evidently he cheated quite a bit, even before they got into this open relationship situation. And she kind of shaded him on there when she said, I've been with 2 women. I was with 2 women the whole time. He probably was with 10 women. I was like, ooh. You gotta watch some light-skinned boys. Always gotta watch some light-skinned boys, okay? So it was another awkward moment, but the mama wasn't taking none of it back. Everything she said, everything she did, and deal with it. And what? I had to make sure that you wasn't no skank, no scallywag, and no hoe after my son's soul. Okay? So then we get to the Bailey queue, and it is set up beautifully. That really is a beautiful home that Cynthia have. She found her sweet spot, that open living room, kitchen, floor pan, and you can look out and see that beautiful lake. Perfection. Okay, she has asked everybody to bring a dish, their own special dish that they really love, and something to contribute to the party. They're not actually barbecuing. They're gonna put all the food out, and they're gonna eat, and they're gonna drink, and they're gonna nosh, and they're gonna have a good time, right? So, first things first, doorbell rings. It is a food van there, and they have brought pans and pans and pans and pans of meat. Okay, beef, chicken, turkey, seafood dogs, sides, dessert. I mean, pans and pans and pans. Now, that zero shape, meaning he was an oval shaped fella, that was in Cynthia's kitchen with the red shirt on and the glasses, that kept shading Porsha and kept bringing it back to shade to Porsha. Watch yourself, sir. Watch yourself. First of all, grown folks are talking. You need to stay out of the girl's business. That's going to be one, okay? Second of all, you jelly? You jelly? Huh? You jelly? Like, what was that about? It was impressive. It was very impressive, okay? What's the problem? Ain't no problem. Denny did that thing. And when Porsha got there and saw what Denny had did, she was like, he is amazing. My baby is amazing. All in soprano, like up here, like woo, woo, woo. She likes to do. She really likes to do. And from this gesture, it seems like he liked her. NeNe come with Marlo. Now, Porsha not there. Her man sent the food there before she got there. She coming later with Shamia. Okay, so then we see NeNe and Marlo. They get them. NeNe, Marlo, and Cynthia went downstairs onto the line. Okay, and they were sitting out there chit-chatting, and NeNe brought up the fact that Eva invited her to be in the wedding. Now, when she said it like she was gonna be a bridesmaid, but she cleared it up. She really just doing the toast, which Eva had already brought up in the beginning. Okay, so everybody was like, what? And so Marlo shades Eva and says, oh, well, it's probably going to be boring anyway. I was like, oh, so Marlo, you're not invited. Okay. So, and I was proud of NeNe. NeNe seemed like she wanted to participate. Like maybe she had a couple things she wanted to say, but she took the high road with the situation and kind of semi-supported and defended Eva, okay? At the same time, Cynthia was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, okay, come through honesty, because we're going to see Porsha do it a little bit later. Come through honesty. And she was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I heard that Eva been running around saying, I paid Will to date me. And the way I look, what do you see all of this right here? I ain't got to pay nobody for nothing. Anyway, anytime, any place, anyhow. Shout out to Felicia Rashad on the Cosby Show, okay? When she got an L to face. Okay, so, and, you know, NeNe kind of defended her a little bit, Eva a little bit. She was like, well, I don't know that to be her. She seems like she's a real cool girl, so on and so forth. So later on, we see where, you know, this is one of many sordid tales that's going to come out about Eva. Then we see Kandi and Todd. They come in. And of course they shading Porsha. She was like, I didn't bring any tea, talking about all that business that common. And Jamie dropped, I think you were there participating in it. You acted like you was just a listener on the outskirts, boo. No, you was passing the cup too, okay? And you was pouring from the teapot as well, dude. Yes, I'm telling y'all, Kandi got a way about her. She got a way about her. And then, you know, Bravo on flashback to when she was talking to Jamie and Carmen. And she was saying, oh, I got a friend who say he got a face. She tattooed on him too. You think he doing this with everybody? You know, she want to play dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't in it. I was just listening. I don't know nothing about all that. You know, that type of situation. I was like, man, Kandi, you a hater. Even if you not a hater, let's say Kandi is not a hater. She wear a hater's uniform. Okay? She brush her teeth with hater face. Yeah. Oh, anyway. So NeNe friend Tanya came over, and I like Tanya. I thought Tanya was cute. She did let on it, though Tanya loved the fashion. She's a bit of a nerd, and I saw a little bit of controlling behavior there. I don't know if she's gonna be a full-time person. I'm not sure, but she also had a ring on. Did y'all peep that ring? She's a beautiful girl. Now she was giving me a little bit of that tease from Housewives of Potomac when they brought that woman around that had been dating the dude that had been married to the dude that Giselle was dating, okay, and his wife. I thought she was going to be kind of boring like that, but she seemed like she was participating. She seemed like she was holding her own, you know, but she's a professional girl. She ain't got time for all that. Anyway, we see in the car coming Porsha, Shamia, and Porsha's sister Lauren, and Porsha kept it real. She went ahead and let Shamia know that some shade had been thrown by Eva where Shamia was concerned, that comment that she made last year about how does your husband feel like you haven't been in relationship with a girl. Like, to me, it ain't something you just ask people. That's what I'm saying. And it certainly is not something you ask people in the collective group. So I do call BS on Shamia saying she didn't know it was going to be that explosive. I think you kind of did, Shamia. I think you kind of did. A little bit. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. Like, y'all wasn't in private or anything, and you wasn't clearing it up. You was just repeating something that you hadn't validated. So you had to know that that was going to be a problem. Although they made amends at Love and Light, it's supposed to be over and done with. So I agree that part with Shamia. And I don't understand why Eva going on and on with this outside of the storyline. Like, it don't make no sense. Okay, so I was proud of Porsha for that. And that was a cute little scene where they was talking about her having a pickle and how it's so pregnant of her to have that Jason's Deli Pickle. But them Jason's Deli Pickles are delicious, okay? They are delicious. Make no mistake about it. The only thing better than the Jason's Deli pickle is Famous Days pickles. Famous Days pickles are delicious. They will change your life. But I digress. So that was so fun when Porsha was like, let me see it, let me smell it, and she bit it. It was just cute. Porsha's a lot of fun. She's a lot of fun. Then we see where Cynthia meets Shamia and Porsha and Lauren at the door. And it was just like so typical black woman when they come to your house. Like people swing the door open. Like that's how we, like everybody at the door talking in soprano. Oh, look at you. Look what you got on. You look cute, girl. Oh, come here, hug. I haven't seen you. Like everybody talking in soprano. Like that was a big moment at the door. And it was warm and it was inviting. And it just showed that Porsha and Shamia and Lauren was bringing life and energy and happiness and evil. Porsha, they said bring a +1, and you come in with Lauren, and I was like, girl, give it up. Give it up. Your life has got to be more interesting than this. It just got to be. Please, please tell me that it is. Anyway, so, they come on in, and by this time, everybody down. When Porsha saw how much stuff Dennis had done, she was tickle pink. She really, really was. And I was too. They all moved downstairs. Oh, Shamari is there, and she done brought a vegetarian dish. Plus, I noticed she was drinking water. I think that girl might be watching her weight. I think that girl might be keeping her weight like that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? You have to watch how some people move. The girl liked being real thin. Now she brought a roasted couscous vegetable salad. Like, girl, what is you doing? What is you doing? Like, that's, anyway, it's like lunch. It's like lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, anyway. So, they all moved downstairs, and Porsha coming in, and flapping her booty, boy. You know, it tickles NeNe. NeNe love to see Porsha cut the monkey and act crazy, you know. So she come in, life of the party, life of the party, life of the party. And they talk a little bit. Even fix Shamia some bean dip. Candy scoping it out. They all sitting around. It's a little light shade thrown here and there, but nothing much. They having fun. They having a good time. And then the game starts. Pass the peach, okay? And you have to, when you got the peach, you have to answer a question. You got to be on something. I don't know. Anyway, it was questions in a glass jar, and they passed them around. And let me see. Nobody. The first question was, who do you think in the group needs a makeover? And I don't know why everybody dodged kind of telling 808, aka Shamari, that she is stuck in the 90s. Like, she's stuck in the 90s. She's a typical Decatur girl. That chain belt, girl, that tube top with the zippers, girl, you got to know. You got to know. Like, I got some old stuff that I rock, that I have kept, that I love, but I wouldn't be on camera. I wouldn't wear it to a stylish bar. Like, no, it's not, in her mind, like, she stuck. Like, she not open to that. Them earrings, them gold earrings, and that hair swoop to the side. I was like, girl, if you don't get your vanity 6, oh no. It was weird. It's weird, them white jeans. I don't know. But she was like, it still fit. It still fit. I still wear the same clothes I was wearing in 1988. These are the same jean size I was wearing in 1988. And I done had twins. Boom. How you like me now? That's basically how it was. Everybody was shading her in the background, especially Porsha. Porsha was like, she is so much fun, and she's just so open and stuff, except to when it comes to upgrading her clothes. Except for Eva. Eva couldn't wait. Eva couldn't wait to get it together. She could not wait to get it together. And she was like, well, I mean, obviously, somebody said Kandi and Shamari was dressed alike. They both had red and white on, white bottoms and red tops. Eva was like, that's international. And you, so hands down, she got it. And Shamari was like, okay. She was like, but when it comes to being fit and fab, you got it going on. Being snatched in the waist, you got it going on. I was like, oh, they're just telling you that you're pretty, honey. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if Shamari wanted it. I don't think she was open to it. Anyway, Marlo over there chomping in the bit to get Eva together. Now, she didn't put a question in there about who's a liar. She said, well, if it was past lies, that would be Porsha. Shade to Porsha. Porsha was like, past. Means, oh, it's over, it's done with, we ain't talking about it no more, we have all moved on. Past lies, right? Past lies. And then she said, if it was going to be a new liar, it's going to be Eva. Eva was like, what? And then she stood up and she was like, well, how is Eva a liar? How is Eva a liar? You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, it's been shady, several shady things going around that you've been saying. Cynthia told her what she had heard. And Eva was like, well, I can neither confirm nor deny it. Like, she knows that she said it. She knows that she said it. And she probably said it as a probably maybe. Meaning, I wouldn't be surprised if Cynthia didn't pay Will because he had a girlfriend. Okay, so she knows she said something in along those lines because she really couldn't defend it. She was like, well, I have no proof that it was true. That's not the point. Did you say it? Did you say it? So, signal number one. Then when Kandi throw Eva the peach and tell Eva that you shaded Shamia, you shaded the crap out of Shamia, and they went kind of back and forth. It wasn't anything bad. She was just saying, I thought it was over, I thought it was done. And Eva was like, well, still there has been more shade thrown. And I think Shamia was saying, that's because you keep throwing it, I'm gonna always hit it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, Kandi's so messy. Y'all know Kandi is a big instigator. She's a big instigator. And she tried it with Porsha. She tried it with Porsha when it was her time to pull a question. She gonna say, the question was, who's the freakiest? And she was like, everybody think I'm the freakiness. I'm not the freakiness. I don't know how they got on Porsha. She said she thought it was Porsha was the freakiest, and she was like, I'm not freaking. I am not freaking. The only thing that don't make me freaky is the fact that I don't do backdoor. And Kandi was like, backdoor anymore? What business of it is yours, Kandi? See, Kandi was a big whore. Kandi was a big whore around Atlanta. And, you know, she liked screwing around. You know what I'm saying? She liked screwing around. Not that she was selling her body or anything like that. She just liked screwing around. She was, you know, she got with a dude, she probably screwed him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like to me. That's why I was surprised that she had messed with Dennis at some point down the line, back before she met Todd, because Kandi has gotten around. Like, it was big talk the first couple of seasons that she was there that Kandi likes the boys, and Kandi is a sugar mama, right? But I think it bothers her that Porsha tries to hide the fact that she's got wild ways too. And so she is perpetually trying to expose Porsha. Always trying to expose Porsha. It's a little haterific. It's a little haterific. Instead of you going about your business, Kandi, enjoying your best life. Enjoying your best life. What is your investment in Porsha's business? You don't have to do that. Like, I don't know. It's the way she do it. Like, it's not just even Porsha. She like taking people down a peg or two. Porsha was just like, she was like, you told me you did. Porsha was like, nah, I told you I tried it and it didn't work out. And they just laughed and went on. Like, they didn't let that catch hold. Porsha is in a good place. She is not finna let Kandi take her there. Try as Kandi might. Not on this episode anyway. However, Eva did get upset with Marlo. Like, how am I a liar? When I tell y'all Marlo gathered her about her fashions. And she told Marlo she is always extra. Marlo was like, there is no such thing as extra when it comes to glam. And I have to agree with you, Marlo. I'm just saying, I am against wearing winter clothing in Miami, but I get what you're saying. And she was like, I'd rather be glamorous and extra than basic. Ooh, Basic? You think I'm basic? Okay, so here's the thing. Eva's a pretty girl, and she falls on those laurels. She's also on those laurels. And she's also been in California too. So she's trying to keep it real easy, breezy, beachy, like I don't care, boho chic type thing. And Marlo's right. She's right. She's a basic girl. Like, she's got a real basic style about her. And I think it's because she's trying to be like country chic, shabby chic, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Eva was like, evidently my man like basic. Where is your man? Where is your man? Who do you go to sleep next to every night? I was like, oh, this is what she said in the confessional. She does have a point, Marlo. She does have a point. You are one of the loneliest girls in the world. Anyway, so then they got on the question about who has had an open relationship. This is the question I think the producers put in. And Shamari stood up and gave us a cheerleader salute. Like, I was like, okay, now I see the problem. Shamari, you talk too damn much. You talk too damn much. You really do. You proud of this, the fact that you been in a relationship with two girls. You proud of that. You really, really are. And you can't shut up about it. And a little bit, something is telling me that, girl, you might still like one of these girls. That's all I'm saying. Seems like to me, you might be outing yourself a little bit. Like, you can't wait to tell folks, even his mama, girl, what is you doing? What is you doing? You talk too much. You talk too much. First of all, it ain't just your business to tell. Be quiet, Shamari. Be quiet. She answered every last one of their questions. Every last one of their questions. And then NeNe was doing that. Her and Kandi both was doing that thing where they act like they want to know more for their own benefit, but they really just gathering the tea. But it was a good night. It was a great party. Everybody seemed like they had a really, really good time. And it was no like intense verbal altercations. It was just fun. Like, I could imagine being one of the people at that party. I would have had a good time. I would have laughed. I would have drank. I would have ate. Boy, I would have been shady. Like, to me, that's a good time. Okay, I wish I was a beautifully dressed fly on that wall. What about NeNe saying she wasn't sure about Eva anymore, Eva being an honest person anymore, since everybody was saying little things that Eva was doing to be undermining or to be shady, and she wasn't really owning up to any of it? Okay, and why do NeNe have to take Marlo everywhere she go? I just don't understand that. You know what I mean? She's so shady though. If there's a dead cat on the line, that cat's name is Marlo. If you got something unclean in the buttermilk, it's Marlo. I'm telling you, Marlo is a very, very opportunistic individual. Y'all tell me what you think. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all put it down below. This was a good episode. Let me know what you think. Until next time, honeybees. I'll holla.